Alright, I've heard you guys loud and clear. Due to popular demand, the team and I got together and spent countless hours crafting the perfect Vengeance Demon Hunter Weakauras pack. This might even be enough to get me pushing Mythic Plus as a tank next year. Maybe. We'll see. If you want to see me tank more often, give this video a like. I'm going to give you a quick guided tour through the Weakauras package so you can actually understand what it does, how it works, and how you can customize it to your liking rather than just installing it and only utilizing a small fraction of it. I know some of you do that. Don't lie. Don't do that. Bad. We've put together a pretty comprehensive package here, but of course we're always open to feedback and suggestions. If something isn't quite clear to you or you have a suggestion for a feature you'd want to see added in a future update, definitely let us know in the comments or drop us a message over on the Discord. Speaking of messages, what's this? A secret message from an unknown source. It reads, "Hi Jedith, we're approaching the 6th anniversary of Marvel Strike Force. The characters will battle in limited time events as part of the game's 6th anniversary. We need your help in forming perfect teams to overcome challenges." Huh. I do love putting groups together, and it is what I do the most on stream. Alright, challenge accepted. All of you Marvel fans out there, listen up. Are you ready to live out your ultimate Marvel fantasy? Have you ever wanted to build the ultimate dream team of heroes and villains? Marvel Strike Force is a mobile squad RPG that allows you to battle with your favorite team of characters in a fight to save the universe against threats like Doctor Doom and Apocalypse. Your goal is to power up your favorite characters to complete missions, unlock gear, and beat other players in PvP if that's your thing. Let's take a look at the awesome list of heroes and villains from across the multiverse available in this game. Personally, my favorite is Deadpool because, I mean, come on, who doesn't like Deadpool? Some of the other characters I use in my day-to-day are Wolverine, Winter Soldier, Ghost Rider, and of course, Captain Marvel. Marvel Strike Force is celebrating their 6th anniversary and has some great rewards to give out. If you're a brand new user, use promo code MSF6 for 310 Deadpool shards, 500 power cores, and 5 premium orbs. Or, if you've already played Marvel Strike Force in the past, there's still rewards for you too. Use promo code NIGHT for 15 Nightcrawler shards, 500 power cores, and 5 premium orbs. Now, on top of these great rewards, there's so many things to engage in and look forward to in this game. So there's daily login rewards. These are obviously exclusive rewards for logging in daily, including character shards, anniversary orbs, gear, and so much more. There's also special milestone events. You participate in milestone events such as the 2,190 days of MSF, where completing milestones grants players gold, training items, and the Nick Fury costume. Then there's the villain celebrations. Now this is pretty sick. Experience throwbacks to epic moments in MSF lore by celebrating key villains like Doctor Doom, Mephisto, and Apocalypse. Then finally, there's weekly events. You complete weekly events to earn grand prizes and special anniversary items. So if you're looking for a game with stunning visuals, epic combat, and endless fun, download Marvel Strike Force for free with my special link in the description below, or just simply scan the QR code on the screen, and don't forget to claim your special 6th anniversary rewards with the promo code on the screen. Alright, let's get back to the video. Alright, so here is the pack. If you've downloaded and used the Havoc Weakauras pack, you might notice some similarities. Again, we have a top row, we have a bottom row, and we have bars on the side. The one on the left is Vengeful Retreat, if you happen to take that as Vengeance. On the right, in the Havoc pack, these were Fell Rush charges. On this package for Vengeance, they are Infernal Strike. Then we have our Fury bar right above us. That's the bottom resource bar there. And then on top of that, we have a Soul Fragment tracker. So this is segmented into sections, goes up to 5. I'll show you real quick what it looks like. So it's tracking the ones that are on the floor. You can see there's one there, and there's another one here. So that's reflected here. 1 bar and 2 bars filled. And then if you go pick them up or you consume them, the bar adjusts accordingly. Now, the main thing about this package is the sigil trackers, and those are represented by these bars right here. We toyed with this, we went back and forth between different setups and different designs, but this is the one that we've settled on for now, and I think it's pretty good. So you can see they're color coded. We have some lightish ones there, and that's for Elysian Decree. And you can see we have 2 bars because we have 2 charges. So we use both of them, and both bars are consumed. And as they're recharging, you can kind of see the bar filling back up. And of course, the green one is for Sigil of Flame. We got Sigil of Misery, and of course, Sigil of Silence. So it's really cool just to have like a quick glance of what sigils you have available in that moment. You don't have to like look at your bars and try to track down all the different like sigil abilities, and it can be kind of messy if you have them in different spots. But with this, you have them all laid out right underneath your main rotational abilities, so you'll always know exactly what you have available and what you will have available in a few seconds if the bar is almost done filling up. So the main row is mainly like rotational stuff. These are the main rotational buttons. Underneath, we have more utility stuff. We have Taunt, Fiery Brand, Meta, and Darkness. Now, I do want to say, depending on the talents that you've chosen when you're playing Vengeance, that's going to affect the amount of abilities you have up here on your top bar. You might be playing a build that doesn't have some of these abilities, so the size of the top bar is going to be different. For example, you might not have Fellblade. When you install this, the first thing you need to do, look at the sizing of where you've positioned it. If it's too big, or if you want to make it smaller, or if you want to make it bigger, whatever, first thing you have to do is click on the Weakauras right here, and then go to Group, and there's going to be this slider here called Group Scale, and this is what you can adjust to make it bigger or smaller, depending on your UI and to your liking, to your preference. So with this talent build, I'll keep it around right there. So we can click on the plus sign, and we have some different sections here, some different folders. We have the top row, we have the bottom row, the resources, the aura bar, which is tracking your buffs. We have the sigil row, we have reminders, and then baseline icons. You don't really have to worry about that. This is just there if you decide to modify some other stuff. You have a base to work from. This Weakauras package does come with a cast bar. So if you have the Havoc package, that also came with the cast bar, the same one actually. So if you use the cast bar from the Havoc pack, you want to make sure you have this one turned on as well, because that cast bar in the Havoc package isn't going to be turned on when you're playing Vengeance. If you don't use the cast bar from either package and you just use like the default cast bar, you can turn this off. And then this one is trinkets, so this will track your active on-use trinkets. Personally, I have it turned off, but it's there if you need it. Okay, so let's start with the top row. You can see the bar on the left is Vengeful Retreat. Then we have all of our main abilities here. Fracture and Shear are on the same Weakauras here, because obviously they're essentially the same. It's like Chaos Strike and Annihilation, right? We have Demon Spikes, we have Fellblade, Throwglaive, the Hunt, Feldev, Immolation Aura, Spirit Bomb, and then 2 bars for Infernal Strike. So the first thing I want to show you is your Demon Spikes. I will use Demon Spikes. You can see on the Aura bar, there's the duration of our Demon Spikes. Now, when this fades, we'll be getting a Calcified Spikes buff, and that's represented by this orange glow around the icon. So as long as that icon has the orange glow, you know you currently still have a Calcified Spikes buff. So that's a cool, just like little subtle tracker, so you can keep track of your Calcified Spikes. Now the next thing I can show you is the Soul Furnace tracker. There's this talent here. Every 10 soul fragments you consume increases the damage of your next Soul Cleave or Spirit Bomb by 40%. So whenever you take in 10 soul fragments, your next Soul Cleave or Spirit Bomb is boosted, right? We're gonna get some soul fragments to spawn. So you can see there's 4 on the ground. Our bar is filled up to 4 here. We're going to consume them. And now on our Soul Cleave and Spirit Bomb icons, there's this little number here. It says 2. That's because we only consumed 2 of those soul fragments. So let's keep going. We're going to get all the way up to 9. Then we're going to consume some more, and you can see it's glowing now. This means the next use of either of those abilities is going to be increased. So let's use Spirit Bomb. And there we go. And now it resets itself, and you can see we're already back up to 4. So let's get some soul fragments going. There we go. And it's consumed. So just a cool little tracker there, so you're aware of your next Soul Cleave or Spirit Bomb being empowered. Okay, so now let's take a look at the bottom row, and this is the row that's going to include your kick tracker. Like I said with the Havoc one, if you use something else to track your kicks, that's probably a better solution. Something like Omni CD, or there's other Weakauras that track your entire party's interrupts. This is just there if you want it, and we didn't want to actually include another button on the top row for it because it would just get even bigger. So we have this little bar. It's the white bar at the bottom, and that tracks your interrupt. I'll show that. So if we use it, you can see it goes down, and then it fills back up as the cooldown is coming back up. So also on the bottom row, we have Chaos Nova, currently not talented into it, so we don't have it on our bar, but it is there if you decide to take that talent. Chaos Nova will be there. A Fiery Brand, which is super important to track because you're going to be using that quite a bit. We have meta, important cooldown. As a Vengeance Demon Hunter, it's your bread and butter. Then we have darkness. So with darkness, just like in the Havoc pack, we have a special way of tracking it, and I'll show that to you right now. So when we use darkness, it's going to have this pink/purple kind of number on there, and that's counting down the duration of you standing in the darkness and it going away. So that number isn't just the cooldown of it. You can see the cooldown is now 3 minutes. We're waiting 3 minutes for it to come back. That purple number is how much of a duration was left on the darkness that's on the floor. And while you're standing in it, that number turns purple. So it's a good way to just make sure that you're actually standing in your darkness. And then there's Imprison. I currently don't have Prison Talented, so I can't show you, nor can I imprison anything in this training dummy area, but you know how it works, pretty simple. So now let's take a look at the resources. So again, this is just super simple. We have our soul tracker. That's the bar at the top. That's this one, the top here with the little sections. You can change the color of the souls if you find that it's like interacting weird with your tracking of your fury, because fury's blue and this is purple, and then as your fury goes up it changes color. If you find like the pink is kind of blending in with the pink of the souls, you can definitely change that. All you need to do is open this up and then just change bar color here to whatever you want it to be. Okay, and now resource bar, again, this is your fury, and this one is programmed to change colors as it progresses through the amount of fury that you have. So like I just showed, at this sort of amount we have around 80 fury and it's pink. As we get towards the end, as we're maxing out, it turns red. So let's spend some of this. It's going back down to pink, purple, and when we're low, it's an ugly shade of blue. Again, just a slight visual cue to help your eyes quickly distinguish approximately how much fury you have in that moment. And then this is the Immo Aura indicators. So just like with the Havoc package, it tracks our Immo Aura durations on our fury bar, so we don't actually need to track some other things. It's very simple. It's just a tick on the fury bar that goes down. So let me show you that quick. That's that green little tick there. So that is the duration of your current immolation aura. When it gets to the far left, that's immolation aura falling off. So again, it just saves us from bloat, right? From having too many things on the screen, too many icons, too many buffs being tracked. We're trying to streamline everything so we have as much visual clarity as possible and as little clutter as possible. All right, and now the aura bar. Again, these are the buffs that are just being tracked. We have Demon Spikes, Metamorphosis, and Frailty. There's not many things that need to be tracked on Vengeance other than your main defensive. And we have our Sigil row. Again, these are just the different sigils. We have our reminders. This is the Darkness reminder. And then the rest I already went over. Now, if you guys come up with any other ideas of neat little features that, a Vengeance player might not realize that they need, because that's what we're really trying to do. Especially with the Havoc package, we had all of these little features that you don't really think about and you don't realize how much of a quality of life improvement it is until you actually have it. So if you guys can think of anything for Vengeance, please let us know in the comments and we'll definitely look into potentially adding it if we also feel that, it could be beneficial to others. Again, if you guys want to get this, the link is down in the description of this video. Let us know how it works out for you and don't forget to subscribe. Catch you later. Peace.